Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we get to talk about a couple characters that's going to be coming up in the next UE event because Saemuri just dropped some information on the forums giving us some hints as to who they could be. So if I bring it up for you guys right now, Winter's final chill will be blown away with the arrival of Charming and Thrilling. You can see a little heart here, and you can see a little lightning bolt indicating a little, something. New UE fighters in celebration, silhouette quiz. Event will be held this time too. And then we scroll down here a little bit and we'll just take a look at this first one. And as you can see, we got a little someone here that has a microphone. They got some music blaring out. We got the peace sign. These are all nice little indications of who we could be getting. And we also noticed that we got a green texture. So this character more than likely is going to be a green UE character. All right, we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a little bit. And then the next character that they're giving us a hint for is this character right here. Now, I'm pretty sure immediately everybody would know who this is because, well, the hair just kind of gives it away. The lightning gives it away. And you can also see that there's a purple outline here indicating that more than likely this character's probably a purple. So we probably got a green and we probably got a purple UE character. Well, if you scroll down here, if you haven't figured it out already, if you scroll down here, they give you some choices. Now, it's pretty obvious that the first one isn't Malin or Mai or Yuri or Oswald. It's Athena, right? When it comes to pop idol music, guys, it's Athena, right? So we're definitely going to be getting a UE Athena. Now, I got some thoughts about that here in a little bit, but then we take a look at the next one. You can look at all these names, and we pretty much know who this is. Benimaru Nakado, right? Probably mispronounced his last name, but still, that's who we're getting. And this one, I'm super happy about. I'm very, very excited that Benimaru is getting an EX version, or I'm sorry, a UE version, because this character has got nothing but crapped on ever since the beginning of the game. He has never had a good version of his character in the game, except a gold border that I'll show you guys in a little bit. That was pretty useful in some championship weeks way back in the day in PvP, when PvP used to be a lot more fun, at least during gold border weeks. He was actually a pretty fun little character that you could use, but really other than that, he was pretty useless for the most part, and he always has been. So to see him getting a UE version is awesome. And then when you take a look at, the fact that we're getting Athena, Athena is a character that has a large fan base. There's a lot of players that really love Athena. Not that many don't love Benimaru. It's just I think Athena's got a little bit more of a name when it comes to KOF for a lot of players out there. She's had a lot of popularity in King of Fighters All-Star because we've had a lot of iterations of her so far. So they want to carry on the trend and give us another one. Now, there is no UE version of her, so I'm perfectly fine with this. It doesn't bother me at all that we're getting a version like this, because what they normally do is they'll put one character that's really, really popular in the banner, and then another character that might not be as popular, but might shock you, no pun intended, as far as how much damage they do. So I'm almost kind of wondering if Athena's going to be end up being a support character like her alter egos in the game, and if Benimaru is going to be a damage dealer. I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be the case in the game. Now, this is the version of Athena that everybody's come to know in the game, the EX version, who's an insane support on top of an insane leadership. And some cool things about the character is that she does change her appearance, which is pretty awesome. Another thing is, if you take a look at Athena, right, and you take a look at this character, right, there is a lot of versions of her in the game. There's a lot of versions of Athena in the game. And there's also a lot of 3PGs. You guys can see there's a bunch of 3PGs. This is the SS 3PG. This is the 3PG for the EX version. This is the old 3PG, right? A whole bunch of different ones in the game, and they all work on this character. So whatever new 3PG we can get, you can pretty much expect that it might work on her. And if that thing does offer some kind of support to all allies, it would make this version of her an even better support. So that would be pretty damn cool, is that they made the 3PG for the new Athena give it another support buff, to where whenever you equip it on her, you would get, some kind of extra buff to allies, because this one here does give increased critical damage by 30% for 10 seconds when using this, right? But it'd be pretty cool to get a 3PG that actually would buff up all allies along with the buffs that this one already gives. Now, she's not the best support anymore in the game, but she's still a really good support, and because she's an EX, you can actually take her to level 90. So that kind of gives me hope with the new Athena, on top of her just being really, really awesome. I think it's going to be a long-haired version of Athena instead of a short-haired version. We'll see. Judging from that silhouette, that's kind of what it looked like, which I'm definitely a fan of. I love the long-haired. Don't get me wrong, guys. Short-haired girls can still pull it off. But I'm always been a little bit of a sucker for the long-haired girls. So I'm pretty excited for Athena in that a lot of players are fans of this character. they're really, really going to be jonesing for her. But Benny Morrow, I mean, seriously, guys, let's face facts, all right? Let's face facts. When it comes to Benny Morrow, he's never had anything. This dude has never gotten any love whatsoever. This is a version of him that we actually could use way back in the day in the Gold Week and Championship, where we could use our gold border characters. And he was actually a pretty fun little character to use back in the day. He was actually a really fun character, but all he ever had was a gold. He doesn't even have a best version of himself, right? Doesn't even have a best version of this character, which is insane, which just means a purple border. So not only did he never get an EX version, he never got a best version, a purple border. I mean, this version's been in for 4 years, ever since the beginning of the game, over 4 years ago. So just like in the last update with Adelheid and Hydern, I'm happy about this because this character's never gotten anything. So it's pretty awesome to see, you know, one of Keo's buddies getting some love, getting some attention. So now some of you might be wondering is whether or not I'm going to be pulling for some of these characters, because on my streams here lately, I've been talking about how I probably am going to skip the next banner no matter who it is. Now, this is nothing towards Benny Morrow or Athena. Again, I'm very happy about Benny Morrow and Athena joining, getting UE versions of them, especially Benny Morrow, because he's never had any love whatsoever. But I've really gotten to this point in this game to where, you know, if I do an A1 review, I don't really feel satisfied with that, guys. I don't really feel satisfied that I'm giving you, you know, the best content possible, because I don't have these characters maxed out, right? And as we all know, you know, characters need to be A3 to be in the plug-in plan. You know, I need to get them to A5 and up so that way I could actually do, maybe show a Tower of Illusion video, since we have no replayability whatsoever there. And so since I only have, you know, 2,300 or 23,000 rubies, this really isn't enough to get it done. That's really one pity and then some of the card pity, and that's it, right? There's some of the card banner. And that's it. Unless I'm spending some good amount of money, I just won't be able to do anything above an A1 review for the character on this account. And on my other account, I do have 50,000 rubies on that account. But again, it's just not enough. I always recommend you guys to have about 100,000 rubies when you do pull for your characters. And I really want to follow the same, unless you guys tell me in the comments that, you know what, Forgo, we're all about, you know, having your A1 reviews. It's all good. We'd rather see an A1 review instead of you just skipping a banner. And if that's the case, by all means, I'll go ahead and pull for the characters and level them up to A1. But personally, guys, I would rather have enough rubies to where I can guarantee an A5 character and do a review of an A5 character instead of just these A1 reviews. But if you guys are okay with an A1 review, then let me know down in the comments and I'll queue it up for you in the next banner. But really, other than that, I don't really plan on pulling for either one of these characters, because I really just want to save my rubies. Now, I'm not saying that these are going to be bad characters to pull for. I bet you anything they're going to be insane, guys. And I'm pretty much betting that they're going to be godly. And as far as, you know, purple and green, right? If we go to the green and purple here for UEs, these are what we got so far, unless there's something that's missing that's not on this account. But these are the ones we got so far. So for people that don't have, you know, certain greens, they might want Athena and get that character to level 90. And characters that don't have certain purples, right, like Shinwoo or Juri, right, they're going to have Mukai, and they're going to have this guy right here. So, I mean, really, for the purple, you got the 2 free characters right here. And then along with that, you know, Benny Morrow might be a purple. At least that's what they indicates on the silhouette. Then if you don't have Juri or Shinwoo, then maybe Benny Morrow would be a really good choice for you to pull, because he would fill out your UE team, unless you're just using an EX character that is a purple. But that's really entirely up to you. But I'm excited for both these characters coming to the game, especially Benny Morrow, you know, for the reason I explained earlier. But let me know down in the comments if you guys, you know, still want me to go ahead and pull, go ahead and at least get an A1 character to do a review about him, or if you would prefer me just to go ahead and skip and just try to go for an A5 character in the next upcoming banner after this one. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about these 2 upcoming characters. And I stream on YouTube and Twitch. The link to Twitch is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.